Hey guys, AJ here. So, everybody in existence seems to have been roasting Star Wars Outlaws recently, so I thought I'd just join in on the banter. This game honestly looks pretty terrible just from like a gameplay perspective. Like, it just looks boring. I'll be having some of the gameplay in the background. This isn't going to be fun bad. I don't think, like something like Gollum or anything like that. This isn't going to be fun bad. It's just going to be mediocre and boring, I think, which honestly would be even more insulting than bad. But in this video, I'm not here to talk about all of the gameplay and stuff like that. No, I'm here to talk about what I believe the biggest issue with the game to be, and that is due to the main character. It's just the fact that there is a main character and we don't get to play our own, and how I don't think Ubisoft can execute having a main character that people would be interested and like more than having our own. So anyway, I've been rambling on too much. Let's just get right into it. So Kay Vess seems like an okay character. I mean, we know nothing about her, really, so I think it's a little bit too early to judge. People are jumping on and insulting her over, like, absolutely everything. No, I don't think she's terrible by any means, but the main issue is that I have with it, and what I think it comes down to for a lot of people, is that this big open world game, because this is being flaunted as the big Star Wars open world game. It's the fact that there is a main character and we don't get to create our own character. So, in order for a game like this to have a pre-established character, right? And have it like work, like we know who the main character that we're going to play is, but we know nothing about them. So, that can work if it's executed incredibly well. I'm going to talk about some other open world games. So, take Red Dead Redemption 2, for example. You started it for a big open world like that. I know couple people, I mean even myself, was a little disappointed. I'm like, okay, so we're just playing as this character. We don't get to go ahead and like make our own character in this world. That's disappointing. I'd better like this character. And yes, Arthur Morgan is probably one of the best, most well-written characters in the history of just like games in general, and that was executed well and it worked. The other thing to have a pre-existing character that we don't get to make our own for a big open world game is if it's a franchise that we've played with the same character for a long time before, and I'm going to link this to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, playing as Link. Yeah, it would be cool if we could make our own character, like back in the day, old Zelda games used to let you name Link and whatever, on like Ocarina of Time and stuff like that. In this one, no, you're Link, but that's fine, and it works because this is the Legend of Zelda we're talking about, and this is a pre-established character that we know. Everybody knows Link if you're not getting him confused with Zelda. It's a whole thing. Anyway, no, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is Star Wars Outlaws. We just know nothing about this character, and it could have been better, maybe, if you just set this, instead of between episode 5 and 6, set this between 3 and 4 and have you play as Han Solo instead, going on adventures. People know Han Solo, people like Han Solo, and if you tell a really good story with him, then people will like it, and then people will be, because we're already attached to the character of Han Solo, just like people who are already attached to the character of Link. So, I think so if you could play as Han Solo, it would work very well, I think. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Another issue with playing just as a pre-established character is that, so we know this Kay Vess character, and we don't see her in anything else, like nothing after. I know this takes place between episodes 5 and 6 of Star Wars, but like after that, no, there's nothing heard about her, which I mean, yeah, because this is a new thing. But still, it makes people be like, oh, so this character is not important? Is that it? Or does she get killed off or something? I don't know. But, so, introducing a character like this, just to not appear in anything later, can be pretty disappointing. Like, you gotta plan in advance for stuff like this. I understand you can't really, because this is like gaming and like movies and stuff like that. But look how even in episode 4, Luke was talking about the Clone Wars and everything that would bring later. Because George Lucas had a plan and everything. There's no way they could have planned for something like this, but I mean, I just thought I'd go ahead and point it out. So to give us Kay, and to make us play as Kay, the story is gonna have to be very, very good to make us care about this character. And the issue comes down, I mean, I'm open to it being good, but I'm not going to buy this game, and it comes down to it being made by Ubisoft, which is basically the devil incarnate in the gaming industry. I know there's like 50 devil incarnates for the gaming industry. It seems like almost every developer is just pure evil at the end of the day. Ubisoft is especially evil, though. I don't like them at all. So I don't think they can execute this character well to make us care about her, you know? And this comes down to the biggest issue, which could make us care about this game a lot, and it's just let us play as our own character. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna go and talk about one of the greatest RPGs, if not the greatest RPG ever made. I know it's definitely the best one I've ever played, is Baldur's Gate 3. In that game, you can play as one of the pre-established characters. There's many, or you can go ahead and create your own character using all the races and design them however you want that exists in this world. So, why can't we do that for Star Wars? There's so many cool and unique races and just people that you can play as. Maybe, so the way Baldur's Gate does it is the main character that you play as, if you make your own, is just named Tav at the end of the day. Gender neutral name, it could fit anybody, and you can have that be your name, or you can change it to however you want. Maybe if you want voice lines to make sense, you know, because you have all these characters in the world of Star Wars Outlaws talking to the character K. K is a pretty gender neutral name, I mean, I guess. Let us design K to be however we want her to be. So you can make a man or a woman, you can make him a droid. Think about all of the unique races and stuff that we have in Star Wars, making a Twi'lek character, a Weequay, a Wookiee, just all these cool different characters and species and stuff like that. Why can't we do something like that ourselves? That would just make this game so much more endearing, and it would make sense as to why this supposedly super famous bounty hunter outlaw doesn't come up in anything else, just because it's our own character and it's our own story. It would be impossible to fit something that the players create into something that was made a long time ago, you know, and that would have it make sense, and I feel like we would be so much more attached to our own characters that we get to make. Just look at how everybody's reacting to the commando droid in the trench coat, right? Everybody's thinking that's the most unique and cool looking character. What if we could make our own character be like that? What if we could make K be like an assassin droid, or, you know, a commando droid, even heck, basically like a modified B1 battle droid, like Mr. Bones or something? That's a pretty deep Star Wars reference for you right there. I don't know, I just think making our own character would be so cool. So at the end of the day, it just comes down to the huge missed potential for giving us a pre-existing character and not letting us make our own. Because just making our own character would be so fun. Yeah, playing as Han Solo, like I said earlier, would be great because he's a character we know about and we love, and he appears in everything later. If you could tell a good story with Han Solo, people will still buy this game. A lot. But imagine how fun it would be if we got to make our own character using like all the stuff Star Wars has to offer. Star Wars is a huge world with many different people and cultures and everything like that. What if we could use that into our own character and then play through it, and then it would still make sense with the voice lines for everybody talking to this K character. Oh, you know, K is just this famous bounty hunter, but they can look however we want them to look. Droid, human, other alien race, doesn't matter. That would be so fun, and that just screams missed potential, because open world games are all about exploring and taking everything at your own pace. So being able to make your own character and have them explore the world in your own way, or their own way, you know, get into the roleplay aspects of it, would just be so much more fun than playing with this character that we don't care about right now, and who I don't think is going to be executed very well, and probably, I know Kay is very disliked right now at the time of recording. I think it's only going to get worse when this game releases, just because I don't trust the writers at Ubisoft to make a good, well-written character, let alone to have fun, engaging gameplay that makes us care about what we're doing with this character. Anyway, I've been rambling on for way too long now, so yeah, biggest issue is just the main character aspect. I wish we could make our own and play as our own character, but that's Probably asking too much of Ubisoft, but now that games like Baldur's Gate 3 exist and we see what the AAA gaming industry is capable of, it's just genuinely insulting to try and charge me $70 for this game, let alone to charge like what is it, 110 for the special edition? And yeah, the special edition locks some side quests behind a paywall. Isn't that incredible? That's Thank you, Ubisoft. I don't know what we'd do without our Star Wars content that you deliver us. Please feed me more Star Wars content. I need it. No, I hate them. That's it. Okay. Been rambling on too much. Ubisoft sucks. Very little to no people are going to buy this game just due to the fact that it's going to be boring. It's not even going to be like fun bad or anything. It's just going to be dull, mediocre, okay at the end of the day. Passable, maybe in terms of gameplay, not even in terms of writing. I think the writing's going to be so terrible. My prediction right now is we're going to get like Disney Plus TV series levels of writing for this world and these characters, but I don't know, that's just me. Anyway, here I go rambling on at the end of a video about random stuff again, but yeah, that's all I've got. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. See y'all later. Bye.